is Monet's birthday. Birthdays are one of those things that can be tricky for a lot of people. We feel like we have to meet a certain expectation of the person, whoever is having the birthday. But it's not an issue of meeting expectation. The real point is just extravagantly loving that person on their special day. This is Monet's birthday meal number 1. Coming to Snooze. Usually when we come to Snooze you have to wait like an hour and a half, but they're seating us right away. Should get out of the street. So Justice, what would be some final words that you would say? You don't know?
No.
Those are the words you would say? A little bit of a morbid question, but that works. I don't know. Okay, what would be your final words? I know it's a little morbid on your birthday.
Oh my gosh.
But what would be your final words?
My final words? I don't even know.
I don't even know. I'm just gonna own it. Just own the embarrassment. What would be your final words?
For what?
Just
For life.
For life.
Risky for the biscuit. That's Jaden.
What are your final words?
About what?
What you like?
Think about what I want people to say about me is that she loved Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
What would be your last words?
My last words would be, it's good life, baby.
Sweet. That's good.
No.
What would be your final? What is it for?
I am waiting. I'm
Just for the vlog. It's kind of for today's passage, like final words.
For life.
For life. Yeah, just for life.
I know.
We could just go with that. Gosh, that's very
Gosh, that's very profound.
We'll go with that. We go with that.
Especially because you're closer.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, that's when you're. Okay.
So what would be your final words?
I'm gonna borrow the words of someone. I think they'd be the words of Mother Teresa. That's my favorite quote. It says, it goes like this: in this life we cannot do great things, only small things with great love. So I think that we need to love each other well and make sure we focus on the little things daily.
That was fun. We're all just hanging out here right now. See the little one? So I figure that we talk about today's passage now. It is day 132 in the vlog. Yes, your face is right there. Your face is right there. as you've noticed so far in today's vlog, I've been asking a variety of people what their final words would be. I know it's a little morbid, especially on my wife's birthday, but I think it ties with our passages for today, which are Psalm 5, 38, 41, and 42. But before we jump into our text, I thought it'd be neat to look up some famous final words. Beethoven's, his final words were, "Friends, applaud. The comedy is finished." Okay, this is a probably familiar one to a lot of you. Marie Antoinette, her final words were, "Pardon me, sir, I did not mean to do it," which I think was she stepped on the foot of the executioner that was getting ready to execute her. Humphrey Bogart, final words were, "I should have never switched from scotch to martinis." Winston Churchill said, "I'm bored with it all." There are many famous last words that people have said. You know, I asked a variety of people earlier, and it kind of put them on the spot, and it's really difficult to know exactly, obviously, what your final words will be, because you don't know when you're going to go. But for David, here in these Psalms, while he's not right at the end of his life, he's most certainly getting towards the end of his life. And usually if you know that the end of something is coming, whether it could be your very life, could be a career, maybe a retirement, a graduation ceremony of sorts as you're wrapping up schooling in some way. If you have the chance to know that you're going to say final words to a particular group of people in a particular setting, you want to make sure that the last words you say in that setting to those people will have great impact, or at least reflect something that's very important to you that you want other people to know about. As you probably well know, the context of these Psalms is David, it's after everything has happened with Absalom, and it is the consequences ensuing from that insurrection. Bless you. And I think in these 4 Psalms we see David saying some things that are really important to him, and these things are important to him based on the merit of him experiencing a full life at this point. He's experienced a lot of different things. And based on that experience, these are some things that he says. In Psalm 5, we see the importance that David puts on the house of God, the temple of the Lord, bowing towards the temple, that there is this priority and this focus upon the dwelling place and the presence of God. In Psalm 38, we see David crying out to God to not forsake him, that David, the last thing that he wants in life is to be distant from God. He wants to be near and in the presence of God. Psalm 41, David is crying out for the Lord to be gracious to him because he has sinned. And his goal in that psalm is for the Lord to uphold him and to allow him to dwell in the presence of God forever. And then Psalm 42 opens up with this idea that as the deer pants for water, so my soul, the core of who I am, the thing that it longs for most and that it thirsts for is God himself. God is our prize. God is the one that we are after. And once again, these aren't necessarily the very last words of David, but these are once again words that David is uttering based off of his experiencing life and having known what satisfies and having sought things and not being fulfilled by those things. And collectively here, and we see in other Psalms as well, and something we've talked a lot about here on the vlog, is the priority of the presence of God. And, whether we're in a very early season of life or in a very later season of life, we don't have to wait for our own experience to know what truly satisfies, but we can learn from God's Word and know that the thing that really matters in life is being intimate with the Lord, making the Lord our prize, our aim, our goal, and just spending time with Him. And not spending time with Him for any ulterior motive, but just to spend time with Him because we just want to spend time with Him.